Hey everybody, good to see you. Just over there spent some time with Al and all that wonderful crew over there, and it was a lot of fun. It was enjoyable to see everybody and stuff like that. So, gotten kind of cold here now. Finally, starting to drop off. Temperature's pretty chilly, man. It's supposed to get down to like 39, 37, somewhere around there tonight. So, anyway, hopefully everybody's doing good and whatnot, and getting down to just a few days, not too many, but I don't know, about 50 something days left now and before we retire and whatnot. And let's see here. We got, all right, man. It is good to see Jamie, Lower Michigan, up in here. And let's see here. Let me get this link up here. And paste. All right, Jamie, Virginia Fruit Growers, good to see you. Peaceful Des, good to see you. Stone Wolf, always good at TikTok. Jaden, Mighty 13, good to see you. Belt Loop, good to see you. Hey, Frog, what's up, man? I was just telling everybody we had a good time, a little meeting over there with Al and everything. And well, hey, Jamie, what's up, man?
Well, hi there, young man.
Good to see you.
I'm being late. Yeah, I just got back from a hike.
Oh, okay, nothing wrong with that. Hey, cousin, it's cousin. Cousin, it's I like that.
Cousin, it's
yeah.
Hang on, I got to put my shirt on.
All right, Old Man King House, Papal Kitchen, Expeditionary Johnny, Harshman Hills, Madwood Barbecue. Nicole, it's good to see you. I'm doing good, Gary. How you doing, Virginia Fruit Grower? It has gotten cold, man. It really has. It went from like 80 a couple days ago, and now we got what, possible freeze warning tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, we do too up here up in Florida.
Yeah, we're in Virginia, so it dropped.
It's a bit more nippier up there.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, Chef, how you doing?
Hey, Chef.
What's going on, Dave? Hey, Jill.
Right. Good to see you, man.
And Lower Michigan, what up?
All right.
Yeah.
Somerset Searchers, it's good to see you. Bob Collier, good to see you, man. All right. Well, we got 9 spots up here, so if anybody wants to come
spots, jump up.
Jump up. Don't be bashful. So,
I'm shy. That's why I got my cameras off.
Oh, no wrong with that, man.
Actually, I'm in the car. You know.
I do. I do.
I'm tired.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I say, you type camping, if bot's doing what it's supposed to do, it'll drop your link automatically. So,
what do you gotta do?
Type camping. Yep.
Oh no, I'm out. Where?
Uh-oh.
When it worked?
I forgot I had my old name up here.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
Yeah, it says cousin. It's cousin is.
Yeah, I was doing this the other night.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. It went over my head there for a minute. That's cool. All right. Papal's Kitchen. That's good to see you, man. It's one of my newer friends. Let's see here. Jamie is coming back.
I had to type camping in.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I don't know how to do this live chat and see the messages at the same time.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Are you on the phone or are you on?
Yes, I'm on my phone.
Yeah. Phones can be a little tricky doing StreamYard and stuff.
So what you can do if you're on your phone, because I use my phone too, right underneath the screen that says chat.
Yeah.
Tap that button that says chat, and then you'll have 2 things that pop up. It'll say chat or comments. Tap on comments, and then you'll be able to see your comments. You won't see us, but you'll see the comments.
I'm gonna try it. Last time I did that, it kicked me out.
Oh, really?
My
bad. That was my fault.
Out. I'm gonna try it again. Chat, and then hit
if you could pin that.
Oh, there we go.
Hit comments, and now the comments are there.
Hi, Turning Point.
And then if you want to go back to seeing us, just click that X on the right side, and it'll close the chat.
Hey, Al.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, what's up, man?
Dave, pin your link to the chat.
Jamie.
The 3 dots on the right. Just hit click on that and pin your link. Then you don't have to post it all the time.
Oh, okay.
I think you're just on your way home or just after getting home, are you, Seth?
Yeah, I'm on my way now. I had just got out when I tried to
You
jump
can
on
do
your
it at
panel,
StreamYard,
and then
YouTube.
realized it was the end of your live.
All right.
It's all good. It is all good. I know my live is on earlier.
GBL's in the house. Good to see you, Gary. Britt MRE, good to see you.
Hit the like button, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up for him.
I appreciate that. So, Al, you want to move to Texas?
I would like to move. If I was going to move down to the States, Texas would be one of my first choices. Yes.
Okay.
What part?
I don't know. Just Texas. The part that's away from everybody.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
Not,
Texas.
not, not Al.
Texas things
Forget.
all. Go ahead, man. Go.
Everything's
Oh, sorry.
bigger.
No, forget Texas, man. Come to Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Missouri,
but I'm
man.
looking at the Texas laws. I think Missouri is pretty close to the Texas laws anyway, isn't it?
We actually have
Thank you, TGL.
better things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas ain't what Texas thinks it is, unfortunately.
I just
We're-
want to have.
We're
See,
we're
I'm
more
gonna-
Texas than Texas is.
Yeah.
If I was going to move down to Texas, I'd want to make sure that I had, or even anywhere, I'd like to make sure that I had a bit of land that I could do something on.
Right.
Because here where I am, where I go to, I don't own none of the land. Nobody owns it. It's crown land. It's a government land. I can do with pretty much what I want on it. But
Yeah.
anybody can come along and do whatever they want. So if I'm setting up a camp, like one of my camps I got set up, some guy came along and caught a pad right alongside it for walking.
Wow.
So, I mean, like, I can't say nothing to him. He can't say nothing to me for having the camp there, but I can't say nothing to him for cutting his trail through. That's just
Yeah.
what it is. But if I was in somewhere like, if I owned a couple of acres land or whatever, I know nobody can go on there without me saying something.
Well, and heck, you move to Missouri. I got some land that you can go out and play on. You can I'll just don't burn the place down. Just do what you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't. I'm very used to me with my fires. I'm very safe with my fires.
Yeah.
Well, it's like,
There's no
Well,
doubt
you know,
about that.
I'd just be like, go out and have, knock yourself out. I mean,
Yeah.
Sounds
but
good.
yeah, Missouri, dude, Missouri.
Missouri.
Well, on the way
Well-
south, Al, just stop by in Newport News and say hello, man.
Oh, if I get down in the States, if it ever came to it, and I was able to make the trip to the States, I would need probably a year
Uh-huh.
because I would travel. I'd start over on the East Coast and I'd work my way west, and then work my way back east, and then work my way west and back east until I got to meet everybody that I was on here with.
Yeah.
I
That
got a
takes
question.
while, man.
It
I got
would
a
take a
question
while.
for
That's-
Dave.
Go ahead, Jane.
Dave, I got a question for you. You know I got that new DJI camera, right?
Yeah,
And you said you got one, right?
I do. Yep.
Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever tried to streamline on Facebook using that camera?
I have not. I've always used the my iMac computer here for that.
Okay, I was just curious about it because I haven't been able to figure that part out either.
They say it can be done, but I'll tell you the truth, man. I think it's going to involve some wires,
Probably.
probably. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I ain't figured it out.
yeah.
I know it shoots good pictures and videos.
Oh, it does. I absolutely agree, man. It really makes a blue and green. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. That was my only question.
Okay.
Real quick.
I don't want to interrupt too much. I'm just kind of listening.
Oh, well, no. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. Somebody
Right.
got something to say, man. Feel free to jump on in. And I know Al, I probably want to talk about his upcoming challenges. Probably a different crew in here.
I'm definitely getting in on that.
Yeah.
Everyone is welcome to get in on this challenge.
Right.
Y'all are crazy.
Mike, this is probably right up your alley too.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to eat no hot peppers.
No, it's not. It's a camping. It's a camping thing.
Scrap
Oh,
metal.
okay.
You don't
I
have
thought
to
it.
eat no hot peppers.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Not
yeah,
the
I
gummy,
thought-
not the gummy challenge. No.
No, it's not the
Oh,
gummy
okay.
bear or nothing like that. It's a camping challenge. So like, I put up a video there on Monday. Just check it out. Even if you just read the description on it, there's some information in there on what you can and can't bring, and well, not even what you can't bring, just what you can bring that's not included.
Right.
We're going to do 5 items, and we're just going to go for 24 hours in the night, like an overnight.
Right.
And we try to just use those 5 items.
Hi, Rebecca.
And,
Al,
Eagles tracker.
yes,
okay, that's your. Hang on, that's gonna be your first one, but I got another one that's a good idea if this takes off. Good, like I think it will. It's a great idea. So
Yep.
my second one for you, or another future one, would be, how about I watched something where somebody goes to a thrift store to get the items to go camping with, and that it's a survival type thing where they buy secondhand, make it work for their overnight camping.
Yeah. Now I don't really have a secondhand store that deals with a lot of that stuff here anymore.
They don't have a stores over there where you're
We
at.
got thrift stores, but they don't have a lot of camp gear or anything. Like I'd be lucky if I got a pair of shoes in there or a pair of boots.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
we
Our thrift stores are horrible here.
We didn't
But I
have
mean, like,
Or-
one thing I was thinking about for down the road was like if you go to a dollar store and say spend $50 or $25 or something, and then just do a dollar store challenge where you can only
Right.
spend this much and you show your receipt for what you bought and show what you bought. And this is what you're going to use for the night.
I know.
I mean, like, it's different for different areas because I'm definitely going to have to make sure I got shelter.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
But
mean,
we're not
the
we're not
colder.
limited
coming
to,
into time, you can't just do any kind of challenge there because it gets darn right cold where you're at.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man.
well,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
why one of my items right off the bat is taken up by my sleeping bag. My second item is my 10x10 tarp.
Right.
Do you have one of those sleeping bags that are like rated for like -50 or something, a survival one?
Yeah, I
No,
got one.
I'm rated for -10.
Yeah.
Well, that's
But it's not
pretty
that cold here yet.
Yeah.
No.
It gets around the freezing mark, but it's not that cold here yet. Where I can go and make a fire, and as long as I might wake up throughout the night a few times and have to put wood and that on the fire, but I'll be fine with a fire though.
Right.
Right.
Rusty, bent but not broken's in the house. Prepper Jack, good to see you, man.
I'm gonna do that one too. Bella, are you gonna be a star?
Yeah,
Fur
but
baby.
basically, it's just take the 5 items, go for a night. We're not counting food or water, so you can take your food and water that you want.
And I can take Bella.
There's just it's just
Hey, Tony.
basically then we want to drop the videos anywhere from the 25th to the 29th,
Right.
and then we'll get together afterwards on a live stream and I'll have a chat about the videos that we don't have.
now. Does the videos have to be filmed the 25th or the 29th, or can it be done before?
No. You can go out
They
tomorrow
want-
and film it if you want, just as long as you drop it in that time frame.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's not when you have to go. I'm not setting the
Make
date
sure
on
you
when
put
you
the
have to go.
YouTube hashtag in there. Make sure you put the YouTube hashtag in there.
Yeah, I got an L in the description on my video. Put that hashtag. The hashtag is Camp Challenge Alliance. Stop it.
Right.
Stop it. Eating the tape on my computer.
Doris.
She loves
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Eagles,
mean,
must I wear clothes?
Stop.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll do any camping challenge you got. Heck, me and a friend of mine, we did one where he packed my bag and I packed his, and
They wouldn't let me do that one.
That's frightening.
Well, part of the
I'll pack your bag
part-
for you.
well, part of his supplies was a 2-pound bag of them dum suckers, and
Yeah.
and you couldn't open the bag. I mean, you get your fire going and everything like that, but you couldn't open your bag until you were ready to. You set it up, you bed down, and he calls me and he goes, I thought there was something good in here. He goes, he called me a few names and he goes, why the 2-pound bag of dum suckers? And I go, it's because you're a dum. I wanted you to have company. And, but yeah, I'm waiting for him to get me back for that one.
Yeah.
I don't say he was too happy with
Eagle.
that. No.
We need to.
Tony, how goes the packing?
As slow as normal, you know.
Yeah.
Tennessee kept me up till like 5:30 this morning, so I just got up.
Yeah, I saw that when you said I just got up and went, what?
Hey, can you bring that
But then I forget your Pacific time.
Yeah. Got your stickers today, Tony.
Yeah, thanks for the video.
I appreciate it. No problem, man. Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Still waiting.
Yeah, a couple more weeks, Al.
It's that border, man.
Thank you, Canada Post.
When you go south, where's south for you?
Well, I'm in Washington. There's a lot
Well, I know
south
that.
for me,
You
but
said,
I'm
you're
gonna
going south.
start in Oregon, and then I'm heading east to Idaho, then south a little more, then west to Nevada, then east to Utah, then south to Arizona.
Wow.
So you're zigzagging.
Yeah, major zigzagging. I got three weeks to get to Arizona, so gonna spend the time looking at some stuff.
Cool.
Anyone else getting a little bit of feedback? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know where it is. I'm not sure. A little bit.
I wonder if it's me.
It's possible. It's hard to say.
I had to double check, make sure it's not me. It's not me.
because I just went through my stuff double checking to see, but I got everything off. So
Yeah. That score
Not
one.
me.
I got my TV in the background, but it's not turned up.
Let me shut the door to
no, it's not a TV or something because it's only when we're talking we get it coming back through.
That was a high pitch one too.
That was a high. I think it's when I was closer to the microphone. Yeah.
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 Don't get close. Headphones.
Well, yeah, Score One was a big guy. We're doing a camping challenge type of thing.
Yeah.
I'll put out a video on Monday about it.
Yeah.
I'm
So
in.
it is. I'm hoping it's going to grow. I know, like the first one, we're going to have some little issues where, okay, I didn't have my video ready for this time or whatnot. And it's not a real sticky thing. Like if you ends up with 6 items, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say you can't put your video up because you got 6 items. No, I don't care. But just like,
Yeah.
it's just to, I'm trying to push myself a little bit more. So I'm trying to see, can I lighten my backpack for when I goes on trips?
Mm-hmm.
What can I do that's going to make it a bit better or a little bit worse? Or is this going to work or is this not going to work? And I think it's a good way to share it out is for all of us to get together and, okay, well, Tony, your idea was way
No
better than
Eagles.
mine, right?
Good to see you, man.
Eagles Trekker, hey.
Mm-hmm.
No, a beer would count as water.
Food.
Because it's a
Food
drink.
and water, yeah.
Food and drink, we'll say, because I got food and water, but food and drink, anything that you can consume is not considered an item. Now, one of the things we did say was, if you take this and you're using it to boil water, this is an item. Mine has my stickers on it. I am not using it to boil water, so it's not going to be an item. And you'll see if if it was used, because I have this with me all the time on my videos.
Yep.
But I am going to take, you see this pot that I got here? I am going to take that as one of my items, because then I can boil my water.
Right.
right? So my canteens then are irrelevant because I got my pot.
Now I got a question.
Yeah.
Now, is your backpack considered an item?
Nope.
No, it is not. No.
And
So,
Conveyance is not
Justin-
an item either.
huh?
Thanks, Britt.
The backpack.
Conveyance is not an item.
No.
no,
And it's the same thing if you need to take your car to get to a place,
Yep.
take your car to get to a place. You don't have to walk there. Give
Or
me in
you-
your backyard, I don't care.
yeah,
It's just get out of the house, make a video, have a bit of fun.
that's it.
Take the kids with you.
Yeah,
If you're taking kids with you, because one thing was brought up to me, Tennessee Bushcrafter doesn't know if he's going to be able to do it
thanks,
because
Dan.
he's got a 9-year-old with him and he's worried about going with 5 items. So I got to send Tennessee an email now. Well, okay, take whatever you want for the little one, but just for yourself, just use the 5 items.
Mhm. Well, that's what I told him last night too.
Yeah, because I mean, like, we don't want anybody out or being uncomfortable or being in the situation where, God, I'm here and I'm worried about my son or daughter or grandson or granddaughter or anything like that. No, take what you need for them. Like, it's not something.
Yeah, take whatever you want. Just only use the 5 items.
I'm not doing it to be any way stickler or anything like. I'm taking personal protection with it.
Right.
I'm in hunting season and the moose are in rut, so I am taking personal protection with me. That's not counted in it either.
Brothers camping. Good to see you, man. All right.
So it's something to do for fun. It's something to do to get out.
And it's a great idea.
Enjoy.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been sharing
Get
the
out
heck
and
out of that
enjoy
now.
doing what we all love to do.
I
Right?
shared
And
the
if
heck
that's
out of that.
camping-
You should get a lot of views.
Eli's in the house.
And like I said, if you can, even if you can't get out, you know what? Camp in your kitchen. That's what I did. That's what I did with Nicole because Nicole don't like camping, so we camped in the kitchen.
But whatever you do, don't camp in an outhouse because it really stinks bad.
That is a crappy place to bring up for camping.
Yeah. And if
Why
you do
would you
camp
even
in a
think that?
if you do camp in an house, make sure you edit it really good so people believe that you actually stayed there when you
Yes.
did.
Camp
Make
behind
it
the
look really good.
Well, it's like what I did with my kitchen camp, my last kitchen camp video. I edited it so it looked like me and Nicole were out in the woods. And then when I opened the tent, we were in the living room.
There you
You
go.
had me fooled for the whole
There's
video.
amazing things you can do with the editing software they got.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you can squeeze things to the point where you can't even tell where you're at hardly, you know?
Well, just
But
like
I mean, like
over that.
that's all a part of the fun of it, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
and that's what it's all about. And we've all, well, not, I can't say we all have, because there's a lot of different communities here where there's homesteaders and
Right.
everything, and we're all brought together. And
Right.
Right.
like I said, even if the homesteaders want to do it, if anybody wants to do it, go, by all means, go ahead. It's
Yeah.
not limited to or bound by any rules or regulations, really. It's just, try to stay within these guidelines.
Right. I like it.
The most important thing about it, have some fun while you're doing it.
Well, I know for me, I'm going out on Friday.
Yeah.
And
I'm going
I'm going to be taking so much stuff out to the campsite that I will have like 100, 200 items out there, but I'm only going to spend the 24 hours with the 5.
Right. There you go.
And then when you're done, set up the rest of your camp and go mad.
Oh yeah. Dang right. I want my chair.
Perfect.
I couldn't
Do it comfort.
squeeze
But
out an
what
item just so I
Tony's
could have my
doing off
chair.
camera. Tony got his chair set up behind the camera.
It'll be
Yeah.
set
But
up.
you know what?
I won't use it. I'll sit in the hammock. It's not a big deal, because for me, I can't sleep on the ground because the ants are so bad where I'm going. That's
Right.
not an option. So I'm going to hang a tarp because it's going to be raining. I'm going to put up my
Right.
hammock, throw my sleeping bag in the hammock. There's 3 items gone,
Right.
I'm probably gonna bring my Viking axe and ferro rod as my other two, and I'm just gonna roast. I got a rack of baby backs. I'm just gonna put them on a spit and roast them over a fire. So
Nice.
good to go.
And
And I
this is
can drink my water. I can drink my coffee. I can drink all that cold. I don't care. It's only a
But
24-hour
this is
challenge.
what will make a really good video too, is you making your spit and showing us how you're doing that and how you're cooking your ribs and
Yep.
you
That'll
know,
all be
all
part
these
of it.
little things, right? It all makes for good video. And one thing that we all got on here originally for was to make
Right.
videos and share them.
Right.
And have a good time. And
That's
meet
it.
new
Have
people.
a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And meet new people and have a good time.
Uh-huh.
And you know what?
Yeah.
With
And
streaming
we've been
and
doing
live,
it.
I love the way we can stream with each other. I really do, and get down,
Right.
and sit down face to face, and talk, and have these conversations.
Hey, Al,
But I
do
also
you
love
remember,
camping.
Al, do you remember the first time you ever got on a live with Dave? How you
I
were
do.
kind of a little bit,
Yep.
kind of a little shaky, and now you're just like an expert. I mean, you just right out there.
I'm no
now.
expert.
You-
Don't look to me.
No, you
Don't
changed so
look to
much.
me for that.
Go back
I am
and look
no
at your first
expert.
live with Dave.
I have
I
That's
created.
true. Look at some of our
You've
first
changed a
videos
lot.
and
I
lives.
have
It's like,
created a star.
Yeah. He's
Well,
a
now,
star
Dave,
now.
I give you a really big shout out in a video there earlier because I don't know if it was earlier or last night, but I was on a panel and people were talking about doing all this live streaming and how YouTube now is all turned to live streaming and looking for time slots to do your stuff and everything like that. And I said, listen, when I first started doing my videos, there wasn't live streaming, and that's only 2 years ago.
Right.
Right.
If there was anybody on a live stream, it was just one person sitting up there talking and reading chat.
Yep.
It was only when Dave introduced me to the StreamYard that I got up for 5 minutes, maybe less. And I was like this. I was as nervous as I don't know what because I was up on
That's
the
what I'm
panel.
saying, Al. Look at how much
And-
you've changed.
But that's it. I
You're
didn't
rocking it now.
But you know
I
what?
didn't know what to think.
Yeah.
But then when I got down and I thought about it, and I was like, okay, that wasn't so bad.
Mhm.
And the next time Dave went down, I jumped up with him for the entire video.
Yeah.
And from there, I jumped from live stream to live stream to live stream to live stream. And eventually I got to the point where I said, okay, well, I think I'm ready. I'll do my own.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it was Dave that started me down this path. And I really, really, really appreciate you for starting me down this path because I have met so many nice people,
Right.
made so many great connections. I mean,
Yep.
like, look at the panel of people that we have here now. Look at the people in the chat room.
That's true. Very true. But that's one thing about it. You know, we make our videos to enjoy ourselves and to grow, obviously. But being able to go.
Did you see what Chef said?
Yeah.
Now Al takes over like now.
But you know
Well,
what?
I'm just
Al, I made a point to Al a long time ago, is that
I think it
being
looks
like
good.
this, it makes it easier on the host. It really does.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
I can go get something to drink or use the bathroom, and I know you guys are gonna keep right on going. So,
Yeah, I'm thankful for when now Al comes to mind, so I'm thankful for that because my first 2 minutes I'm like, what do I talk about? I'm up here by myself. What do I say?
well, Des, we got the time. I think we got your time slot wrote down now, so I knows when it is.
right.
Yeah, Thursday at 8 Eastern.
Yeah. So Thursday. This is Wednesday. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be out, so I'm sorry. I'm going to miss it tomorrow
That's okay.
because tomorrow I'm doing my challenge.
Yeah.
Okay. Challenge
But-
first, me second. That's fine with me.
Nicole.
I'm gonna miss
Nicole
everything tomorrow.
Nicole will be home, and Nicole will
We're
be
going
on
to
with you,
Howland
I'm sure she
tomorrow.
will. But like I said, I don't mind jumping up with people like that because I know exactly what it's like. I know what it's like to be up there and not know what to do or what to say.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I felt like that with Dave's. And a little while after I got a little bit used to jumping on streams with people, you know who jumped up online? Tarsha.
Yeah.
Triple threat firing. You know what? Go back to her very first live. I looked at her sitting on the panel, not knowing what to say, what to do.
Right.
She was really struggling for a few minutes, and I said, "No, not leaving her like that." Jumped up. She ended up staying on for over 5 hours on her very first ever live stream.
Remember, she came up on one of mine, and we were there.
I am so glad I was
Email
able
me,
to jump
Derbs.
on and help her.
Hey,
Right?
BC.
I really am. Because and if it wasn't for Dave introducing me to it, I would have just been sitting down in the chat like everybody else and not coming up.
Yeah. And now look at us, man. We got so many lives.
Just made this crack.
But that's where the birth of this challenge. That's where the birth of this challenge came in, because we've all got so many lives to do that it seems like, for me, it seems like I'm not getting out doing as much as what I used to or what I want to.
Good.
Yeah. So even if just once a month we get together and do this challenge. Now it's not everybody go on the same day or anything. Do it whenever you can.
Exactly.
Or drop your video by the 25th of each month, or between the 25th and 29th of each month.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got right up until whenever to talk about it and get together, like we do all the time anyway, and chat about it.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll bring in some new friends.
Guess what? Look what this. Look what's here, man. Oh, the homemade wine. Oh, can you see it?
Dave is getting into it.
I want some.
All right,
What do you got? Homemade wine?
Homemade.
You opening that now, Dave? You opening that up now?
I am. Let's
Cheers, brother.
That way, if it kills me, somebody be here to close the show for me. You know.
I'm sure it's gonna be better than that one tip.
All right, man.
I gotta get it then.
Get something. I was gonna wait for the Canadian Beaver, but there's no telling. He's kind of like he's like kind of watching like Ebenezer Scrooge. You don't know when he's gonna show up. You know.
That's true. That's true. He'll pop.
Water to wine. Yep.
I tell you what, I would love. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I would love to have 1/10 of that guy's energy and enthusiasm.
Oh, you know it.
I told him that the other day. He sent me a message down here, and he said, "I hope I don't come on too strong." I said, "My friend," I said, "You make the most boring thing lively." You know.
Yeah.
You know. So. You know, I said,
I like that stealth camping thing you just did.
Yeah.
The stealth camping thing for the October challenge.
Right.
That was pretty funny.
It pretty was, yeah. All right, let's taste this stuff, man. Let's see what it tastes like. Ooh, it's strong, I tell you that.
Any Pete's left?
That's like 97% alcohol.
Oh, look at that kitty. Look at that. Plops himself down and hangs out.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah, well, pain in my butt is what I call him. Now my kids, we wound up with 5 of them. One disappeared, and the other night I posted a little. It was a slow motion alcohol stove burn, and I was like, I gotta have something up. And right after I posted that, my daughter comes in. She's holding one of the cats, and she's like, "Dad, there's something wrong with the cat," and it had rocked itself back, and just in its eyes, it looked terrified, but it was having seizures. And last night, it hadn't eat or drink anything for 2 days, so last night took it outside and found it a spot. Then I'll just, yeah. But that was that.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that would get up here and clamber around and. But yeah, we've had an eventful 3 days, and I got that in the mail today from CNC Farm on her giveaway.
Cool. What is it?
If I remember right, it's 2 cedar boards for grilling.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Peter Tony.
Gonna do
Well,
some
you know-
thinking, huh?
Well, you know what? We'll just open it up and find out for sure.
Hey,
Mail call.
Mail
Yeah,
call.
mail call.
I got a mail call, but I'm waiting till Sunday.
All right, Frog,
I'm
take
gonna
care of
leave
yourself.
y'all in suspense.
Well, and what's crazy is you were talking about like all the people you meet and everything on these lives. It was Johnny that actually talked me into hopping on a live. And Kat, you got to get off. There you go.
I believe Johnny was one of the ones that did his first appearance on one of mine, I believe.
But well, yeah, he goes, I do lives with a bunch of guys. I was like, Johnny, I don't know, man. But you know, I won this one day, and then the very next day, Danny was doing her thing, and I won a hat. And then in talking to that lady, I don't remember what. No, it was on Danny's live after. She's like, you know, she goes, hey, I'm going to send a hat for your whole family, and which was pretty cool. And so, yeah, it's
Hi, Emily and Indian.
Hey, Dave, I got to get
Awesome.
yeah.
All right,
Just
there.
need some salmon now.
Right?
Freedom Frog is here as well.
guys. Nice.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll be seeing you, man. Thanks for coming up.
Nice
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
Also got a card too, and got a couple of
Oh man.
CNC farm stickers, which is awesome.
From Ashley.
Card
That's
that-
pretty cool.
Card says, hello, thank you so much for watching and commenting on our videos. Enjoy your prize, Ashley. So, Ashley, if you're lurking around somewhere, I thank you very much.
Take care.
Take care, Brett. Have a good night.
I think Ashley is in here. She was in my live there a few minutes ago. I think she might be in the chat.
It's possible.
Rebecca?
Actually,
Oh, okay, Ashley.
I was just looking, and there's 2 in each package, so there's actually 4 of them.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's awesome. So yeah, we're gonna do a video on it, but I was sitting here with it and was like, you know what, might as well just do it.
Yeah.
Get her done. Yep.
Cool, man.
Yeah. But yeah, and heck, after we do Al's little challenge, then you know, hop on here and everybody, like, let's say there's 5 of us. You know, whoever's up on panel gets to choose an item that goes into somebody's pack, and then you got your, you know, do another deal. Yeah, you know, it might be a bag of, you know, dum-dums or something. You never know.
Block, right?
Yeah.
Everybody gets to add that 6th item.
125-pound weight.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it would have to be to do that like that. Like I said, we want to do it so it's fun. So we'd have to make sure that it's something of use, and like it might actually be something of use more for your own territory than my own territory.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Just-
something that I would use would definitely not work, say, in Texas or
Right.
Yeah.
Like I say, take a minus 10 sleeping bag or a minus 40 sleeping bag.
Yeah.
You're down in Texas. You don't want a minus 40 sleeping bag.
You don't.
Well,
You're just gonna lay on top of it, if on it at all.
Well, I don't know. I'm here in Missouri, and it got down to they said it was supposed to only get down to 22, but I came outside last night and looked at the thermometer that was hanging up, and it said 17.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's supposed to
And-
be good in the 30s here in Virginia tonight, so. So
Well,
I'm in a t-shirt.
Right.
Yeah, up here in northern Florida, we got frost advisory.
yeah.
Yeah, Tony, you're wearing a T-shirt, and I'm sitting here in a
Exactly.
90% wool, 10% cashmere, you know, coat, and I'm like, you know, I'll trade you weather, definitely.
Mine turns come Friday, so. Hey, Emily.
Hey, Emily.
I'm sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
You get-
I was just saying the Missouri weather seems more similar to what I had here, with regards of, you know, you're out in a jacket there now.
Nice trailer.
Yeah. Well, and the past 2 nights, they called it a winter vortex that was over the top of us, and they said we're going to get some more really some more of those this winter, and so that's gonna be on the kind of rough side. But hey, it's okay. I got a wood stove, so bring it on.
I did my mail call, so now I can be on here. I just heard you say you're in Missouri.
Yes.
I am also.
Really?
Yes.
Where about?
Central.
Hi, Dark 30.
You know where Joplin, Missouri is?
Yes, I do.
I am 45 minutes northwest of Joplin, Missouri.
Okay. I'm about 45 minutes north of the state capitol.
Alrighty. So yeah.
I'm about 45 minutes south of my state capital.
I'm in my state capital.
Southeast of it.
I'll just be second.
All right.
Have you guys ever
Colleen.
watched Men with a Pot?
Say that again?
Have you ever watched Men with a Pot?
No.
It's these guys that cook outside. You don't see them most times. It's just them cooking over a fire with a cast iron,
Right.
either a pot or a skillet, and they're just chopping away with their knives and stuff. And oh my gosh, if you want something relaxing and look at that's yummy,
Uh-huh.
very dangerous. But you guys all like to cook outside and camp and stuff, so I thought, take a gander at this and see if you guys can make something that's as good as this.
Wow.
Because this is amazing.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Men with a pot, right?
Men with a pot. MEN with a pot.
Yeah, you
Now
talking
some
about
people. Go ahead.
I was saying, you're talking about outdoor cooking. I've actually got some
Eagles.
a couple T-bones in there, and with these cedar planks, I'll probably do some of that tonight. But I got to thinking about it, and as thin as one of these are, I think that would go right down in the back of a pack to kind of have a cutting board with you. Because, I mean, that's not really a necessity, but there's sometimes, I get tired of splitting a log to have a cutting board.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Can somebody post Turning Point's link, please?
Turning Point. All right.
In
I'm
fact,
looking. I'm not finding you.
I got two of these.
What is that? Brokeback Bob?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Someone sent me two. So I think I'm going to give it away.
Okay.
I sent you two.
Yes, I know you did.
Uh-huh. I got two.
I got a new sticker up there. That thing's getting really full.
Hmm.
I sent Al 3 so Nicole could have one. I did the same thing for Chef. I sent him 3 so little Chef could have one. And Chef just went live, of course,
I'm looking over there.
Hmm.
I don't think, have I gotten it yet?
What's that?
His sticker?
Tony's?
No, I
Tony.
just mailed it out
Oh, okay.
yesterday,
Okay.
I think. So
Well, you will get a shout out, and I will do the @ sign. So you will get that message that I've done that.
Hello, Emily. Is it working this time?
Yes, it is.
All right. Good.
I'm still like half asleep. I just woke up, so.
Are you
I
in,
know nothing about that.
Are you in Southeast Virginia, or are you up near DC today?
I'm back here in Hampton.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's kind of nice to be back. Actually, in a little bit, I have to run to my parents' house. Then I have to run to the grocery store. So, all fun things.
All fun things. That's good. That's good to see you made it back safely.
Yeah, we didn't get back until like midnight, almost 1 a.m. a couple of nights ago, because we travel when it's dark because there's no one on the road.
Yeah.
So.
Dancing Alone with Reynolds. Good to see you, man. Welcome in. All right.
Oh, your brother's back from bicycling. Rebecca.
Yes, my brother is back.
I see him.
See him? He's
Yep.
there. He brought a can from the store that the label was off.
Uh-oh.
This
Oh,
one's
I love that.
this one's really
Mystery
good.
can.
because he says, oh, they put 10 cents on it because I'm guessing they can't read because right on top of the can, it says potatoes.
Perfect.
It literally says potatoes and it says SL means sliced potatoes.
Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say mystery can opening.
No, it's not a mystery can
No.
because it's labeled right
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah. Good to see you, man.
You know,
I just kind of laughed and I looked at my brother and I says it says right on here what it is.
well, talking about cans, I was playing with I got a different headlight, replaced my old one, and it's got a UV light on it. And so, you know, I'm walking around the house in the dark like an idiot, you know, going, okay, you know, what? And I happen to shine it on the can. And if you turn the light on, you can't see it. But if you hit it with that UV light, it gives you the expiration date and what the can is. But without that UV light, you can't see it. And I was like, that's kind of cool.
Right.
I just, you know, you said something about cans that popped into my head. But so then I was walking around the house, you know, looking at all the cans, you know, even if they had the labels on. My wife goes, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Leave me alone. I'm playing."
I tell you what, a mystery can. I'm not sure I'd be
Close
brave.
the door. So you know what he's doing now? He's home taking all the labels off the cans and just confusing everybody but himself.
Yeah.
I had a roommate that would do that every time he'd go shopping. He'd get back, and as he unpacked all the cans, he would take the labels off and put them in the cupboard.
Right.
So you didn't know what you were grabbing. You might get a can of peas. You might get something gross. You just didn't know.
That's not something like one of my brothers.
You know what?
Dang dogs.
What you should have done then, you ever see the pedigree in the can with the gravy and that in it?
Oh boy.
You should have grabbed a couple of cans.
Oh, that
of
would have been bad.
Took the label off and laid it up there for him.
That would have been interesting. Yeah. Well, what are you eating? Beef stew.
I don't know yet.
Beef stew in a can. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Well, I got a bag of cans sitting over here because when I'm doing my camp out, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of people come over for my birthday and camp out with me. So I'm gonna do this monster pot of beans. So I could remove all the labels from what's in that bag. It wouldn't matter because they're all going in the pot either way.
Yeah.
I got it's a 9-bean stew basically.
Well, my wife did a deal with me because my grandmother was telling her, goes, you know, he can make a meal out of anything.
Yeah.
And she come home and she removed the labels off of just a bunch of different stuff, and she's like, all right, you know, you don't know what you get, make a meal out of it. And she called my grandmother and she goes, well, you weren't wrong.
Right.
I will say one thing. I will say one thing: stay away from canned meat. Because we had some canned ham, and that was awful.
Yeah.
I like my Spam though.
I do too.
Well, this stuff, when you opened it, I mean, it smelled worse than the canned cat food.
Hey, Eagle, if I could find another bean to add to make it 10, I would make it a 10 bean. Basically, what I do is I go in and I go, all right, can of this bean, can of this bean, can of this bean, can of this bean, you know, and then the base is, of course, meat. So I start with turkey and then kielbasa.
Yeah.
You slice it up into little chunks, and it takes 3 days to cook before it's really good.
Right.
So I got to start this meal before the camp out, you know.
Yeah, we call that stand down wins too.
Very entertaining, yes.
My buddy made it. I'll make a stew when we go camping, and when we get there, I start the fire and get the pot on, and get the food in there.
Yeah.
And we try and get out there, you know, either early morning or at least at latest mid morning. And he gripes because, you know, he'll get in there. He's like, you know, oh, I'm hungry. He'll go over there to get in it, and I'll throw something at him and tell him leave it alone.
Yeah, it's got to sit there.
By evening, it's actually cooked down, and you actually have a stew, not just a pot with water and whatever in it.
Yeah.
Right.
But I gotta watch.
Well, I used to cook at festivals all the time, and I always made this right in the center of my big monster tent. I would have this thing going the whole time, and it'd start getting down a little low throw more ingredients in that pot, fill her right back up to the top, and I would cook it for 7 days. And at the end of the festival, that pot was scraped on the bottom. There was never a drop left behind.
Good Times Homestead, Jan and Steve, good to see you.
Later, Twin Brook.
All right. So what you cooking now?
I'm having I got some
Broccoli?
like
No.
green vegetables, just broccolis, peas, green beans.
Oh,
Yum.
I got a
those are like
container
the
of
greens,
rice.
I guess.
I actually had this container of rice in the pot to cook.
I saw that. That was cool.
yeah.
And then, of course, wouldn't be in my next step video without a nice steak to go along with it. Right?
Yeah. I heard you say you were short of wood.
Yeah, my wood supply is pretty much out, so
Oh, yeah.
that's why I'm in here now.
Yeah. I'll
But
tell you
that's okay. I'll get it replenished at one point. I just wasn't able to get any there at all. The place that I get to that was out.
Right.
That's a lot of vegetables.
Turning Point, is there any way
I
you
got-
can comment
I got man's best friend here.
or
but he
put your link
also-
up?
Want to see my dog?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, hey, Pop.
He is a pup. He's 3 years old,
Uh-huh.
and that's Blue. His mom was an English Mastiff, and his dad was a Black Lab.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he's
Lucky
kind of got
lab.
this looking a little bit different head. But yeah, that's my Blue. I've got another one that's black also. That's Denver back there.
Oh, okay. Oh,
There was a live that Devil Dog.
And there's my cat.
Devil Dog said something about his dog, so he held his dog up to the camera. So I held the cat up to the camera, and the dog would just go nuts.
I have 2 cats and 2 dogs.
yeah. Good Times. All you do is just type camping; it'll drop your link. But and there's a Turning Point or Tuning Point. Oh, okay. There's an R missing there at Turning Point.
There's no R in camping.
No.
in your thing up here that you put in, you didn't put the R.
Yeah.
Oh, usually I just hit the button, and usually it's up there, right? But
Yeah. I think Good Times Homestead with Jan and Steve are asking. I don't know whether you know them or not, but
Yeah, I went looking for your link and I couldn't find it, so I was like, and I put Turning Point, not tuning.
Oh, I see the problem now.
Hey, does it say Tuning Point on my
Yeah.
channel?
It does say Tuning Point.
With your name.
yeah.
Oh,
But-
let's
But
see.
I'm looking for your channel.
Yeah. What?
I
There's
haven't
no
found
R in camping? What? That's a mystery.
Here, let me back. I'm gonna back out and then hop back on it. And see
All
if
right.
it's-
Type in the link camping so we can get your channel.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, I don't know if it'll let me type because I'm on my phone.
Yeah, you're not in YouTube,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it's not.
somebody drop his link because I want to make sure I'm still subbed.
I've been looking for it. And I've asked like 4 times, but nobody's dropping it.
Well, here, let me back out and correct this so that way when hopefully it'll drop it.
I don't think you got to leave to change that, do you?
Yeah.
You do? I didn't think.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
before you
otherwise
enter
I'd-
studio, yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would change mine, but I'm sticking with cousin is for now.
I'm checking my phone to see what it says.
I have a nice beer to go with my
Oh. What? Barges?
root beer. Barge root beer.
Oh, root beer, awesome.
There you go. Turning Point.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I hope to God it doesn't say Tuning Point on my YouTube channel because that's
That would
gonna be like,
hilarious.
it's like no wonder nobody's subbing. I'm calling it Turning Point, and everybody's like, it says Tuning Point, you butthole.
Well, it's right here, so okay.
I'm looking for both, and I can't find it either way, so it doesn't matter.
Did you type in Turning Point Survival?
That I did not.
There, I got him.
You didn't have your whole name there.
Well, it won't. It actually won't let me put up the whole name. Every time I try and
Okay.
do it, it only just comes up with the Turning Point.
All right,
Well-
now I got you.
Jen and Steve says on your about page it says tuning point.
It does not, does it?
It does not. I looked.
Apparently,
I just
Oh,
made
that-
you 77.
That's
so.
not funny.
I'm not a mod, so I can't
Alrighty, awesome.
post
Appreciate
it.
it.
But
Hey, Johnny.
We'll let
hey, Johnny.
Still lurking though.
a friend
driving
of
He's
to
mine.
driving.
A friend of mine. He's
Well, safe travels, man.
he goes. You know, he goes.
Is somebody
A
else
friend of
going
mine
live
said something
tonight?
about my videos. He goes, in all your videos, he goes, you tell your subscribers you love them, and I go, because I do. I said, you know, they're taking time out of their day to, you know, watch something that, you know, I throw up. I said it does. I go, you know, means a heck of a lot to me.
Right.
And of course, he's one of these guys that he's like, well, I'd never get into it. And I was trying to do videos for it. I go, I can't describe it. I said it's just not something that that I can put in words. And you gotta love Nicole, because man, she's on everything. Al's just back there creeping and free views. Gotta pick on him while he's stuffing his face.
MT Homestead says, did you hear something about Shane at Great Farmer Freelancer deleting his channel? No, I did not hear that. Hi,
wow.
Spirit Acres. Yeah. Neighborhood stealth camping. Well,
No, that says cramping, not camping.
yeah, cramping. Yeah, I'm sure somebody's got a cramp around here, but
Not me.
Dennis,
Not today, no.
Early.
Ask me after I eat the beer.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. So,
All right, Squirrel posted your link.
there it goes. I hear something.
Is it somebody excited? Somebody's dog? Oh no, it's her brother, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's my dog banging his tail on the floor.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, but
Move, Denver, move.
I was looking around like, what happened?
I looked at right at Rebecca. I knew it was coming from Rebecca.
Yeah,
that
Hey, Mike.
that mic picks up so much.
it does. I agree with you there. Yep. Mike,
It's like,
it's
oh
good
my
to see
goodness,
you,
I
man.
can't hide anything now.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a time where you could kind of mask a noise, but now these microphones are so sensitive that you know. If you,
I don't know if you guys have seen my mic. I'll show it to you.
This thing's huge.
You got a beauty, though.
oh wow, man, that's cool.
It changes colors, which is kind of cool too.
This is really nice.
Is somebody else going up live soon? Because I'm going to go and heat up leftovers from last night. We made black beans with rice and beef.
The only person I know that usually goes up after me is I'm wanting to say Grumpy Grunt maybe or Matisfaction. Matisfaction. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terry.
I'm gonna go get.
It's
a
not
can
for
of,
another hour.
I'm gonna mute my mic and my camera, and I'm gonna go get a can of some meat that we got from the pantry.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
cool.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, let me ask MT Homestead. MT Homestead, is somebody else going live tonight? Are you guys at 9 or 10 tonight? And who's before you? I know they know the Wednesday schedule for their side, so I'm like, who's on over there?
Yeah. There's so many of them. I mean, somebody's got to write it all down somewhere.
That's why I do Thursday nights. There's not many people, so I'm like, I was Friday, but there was way too many people, so I'm like, I'm
I
going to go
can
to
tell you
Thursday.
right now who's on first.
Me
What's on
Thursday
second?
first.
Gypsy Vanilla. The wine was very strong, but drinkable. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. Very GBL. Excellent chat and conversation, everyone. Yep. Congratulations on making that 4,000. Was a couple weeks ago, last week.
Awesome.
Yeah, they got monetized.
Yeah, I'm about 299 away.
I
You're
got
getting close
this.
then.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I wonder what that's scary.
What is that?
That's a beef.
Bad beef, huh? Pork. And where did this stuff come from?
Our pantry.
Oh, okay.
I'm still trying to figure out what to do with it.
There's a garbage can, I'm sure, somewhere.
No, I'll eat it. I may save these up until about the time that they go
Yeah.
expired, because this is a way. I don't use these that much because I've got meat in the freezer.
All right.
Yeah. Well, don't throw it away. That'll be you throw it away, the Russians will attack.
I guarantee you, though, that canned pork is something you're going to want to avoid eating at all costs. When they say survival food, you look at that and you're like, it's okay if I starve to death.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it
make
basically
pine
says
needle
you can
whiskey, Dave.
I saw that. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It's
It says
actually
you can
pretty
use
good.
this in a salad, soups, stews, barbecues, spaghetti, meat pie, casseroles.
Well,
You can use it with egg noodles.
Yeah, you definitely got to have something with it, because if you when you open it, take a chunk out of it, put it in your mouth. You'll
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, you'll understand why they say mix it with something.
Yeah, mix it with Bismol.
Yeah.
But yeah, I imagine, I'm making that big pot of beans, something like that, and just dump the can in that. That would be just fine.
Yeah, that's
If you want to
something
make a
about it.
spaghetti, dump that beef in the spaghetti and do it that way. I would cook it up first to break it down a little bit more. Add some garlic, add some onion, and make it actually taste like food.
Yeah,
I love lima beans.
Yeah.
I could probably put that pork in there.
I could add lima beans to my beans. That would make another one.
Yeah. Lima beans, string beans, pork and beans.
But yeah, that canned pork doesn't work half bad in a pot of beans.
Yeah.
I like
Then
my
it
Boston
doesn't-
baked beans and hamburgers.
It
All
doesn't
mixed
it doesn't have that weird
Texture.
taste to it like it does right out of the can.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go heat up my leftovers.
All righty.
All right,
You know,
Des.
we can-
Thank you for spending some time with us.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
What time are you leaving tomorrow?
Early, probably around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning.
Hey,
Oh,
Oda.
so you're doing your challenge tomorrow?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, guys. Peace.
All right. Take care.
Bye, Dex.
I'm gonna hop out of here too. Like I said, I've got to get all the way to my parents and to the grocery store today. So
All right. Sounds good. Have a good
have
night.
fun,
Later,
you
Emily.
guys.
Uh-huh.
Bye, Al. Bye, Pop Pop.
Bye-bye. And now there's 4. All right.
There's only 3. Al's stuffing his face.
I need to write down Turning Point Survival.
Yeah, Turning Point Survival.
Mama's done.
Now, I just added him. I thought I already did once, but, as it is with YouTube, I'll add people, but I don't get a chance to actually get to the videos sometimes. So,
Yeah.
pops them off,
Mhm.
Just like on the 16th, I lost 6 subscribers somehow. It's like,
Yeah.
are you
You know
kidding?
what?
Nobody's
looking for my-
unsubscribing.
I was looking for my subscribers, and there's people I subscribe to. I never turned on the notifications, and I have not watched the video, and I've been subscribed to them for months. And there's people that I'm watching all the time that I've lost as subscriptions.
Yeah, I see that happening a lot. I sure do. And
Right? So there's no rhyme or reason to the way they're doing it. They're just dropping
No.
people
No.
off.
you like I said, you'll wake up one morning and you're at whatever number, then you're all of a sudden you're less, and then it'll climb a little bit, and, you know.
You're a good boy.
There's a little baby. Hey Al, Gary GBL, I think they sent you a little message. He and Miss Betty will be in town this weekend.
Oh, nice. You knows where I'm to.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like a border collie.
Great Pyrenees and Rough Collie mix.
Oh, rough collie. Okay.
Jen and Steve want to know what's the cutoff for the challenge.
29.
We want to get the videos dropped between the 25th and 29th if we can. So say the 29th.
Oh wow, shedding
every time, man.
Every time, man.
Yeah, I still love him anyway, but man.
At least I call my dogs their wash and wear dogs. I had Siberian Huskies, 8 of them.
Right.
Oh man, you couldn't keep the hair away for nothing then.
No,
you can't.
My lab blue heeler mix, she's the worst. I mean, it's weird. Really, she's got really thick hair.
Right.
And man, I'd rather grab one of those white Chihuahuas and just be covered in white hair than that black hair that I'm.
You want to hear one of the hairiest dogs that most people don't think about?
What's that?
A pug.
Yeah.
Pugs are very bad, man. You grab a pug, and I got a dark shirt on, man. I'd be covered in it.
Hi, Britt. Yeah.
Pugs are bigger shedder than Chihuahuas are.
My long-haired Chihuahua doesn't really shed, but my short-haired Chihuahua, oh my gosh, man, you just covered in these little tiny hairs, and like I say, they get everywhere.
I think I know who I'm sending this sticker to.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna get a surprise in his hat.
Oh.
Who do you think is going to get this?
Dave.
Me?
No.
No.
Are you in Missouri?
No. Oh, Turning Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. This is a fellow Missourian also.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Nice.
I won this. I won this sticker on Hog Deer 79.
Oh, okay.
And I got 2 of them. You know, so I thought I don't need 2 on the board. So yeah.
Well, you just stick the other one on your brother or your dog.
No, I'm not. My brother ended up just putting it. I found it on the floor, and I'm like, nope, I'm not giving this back to you. You haven't done anything with it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a board to put it on.
Well, on board, brother.
You heard that?
You know.
Fair enough.
Look at these obedient dogs. I have done so much good training with them. Denver, sit.
Denver, come. Sit.
They are supposed to sit before they eat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I had 6 dogs for a long time.
We have to say something before they eat.
Dave.
Yeah. Now everybody's going to know what the word is.
Okay.
Hammer's like, Dave.
Yeah.
You ready to put your StreamYard link in? You see when you go on the StreamYard link, there's 3 little dots on the side.
Uh-huh.
Click the 3 little dots. And there should be one there that says pin comment.
Okay. Where's it at now?
The 3 little dots on,
Three
on the
little
right
dots.
End of the comment.
All right. All mine says is put user in timeout and block user.
You're on
Oh,
yours?
mine just says report and block, but hey.
I wonder if different operating systems have different.
Oh, maybe. Because I know on mine, when I click those little 3 dots, I get like report, block, remove. pin, and I think there's another one there, but there's
Yeah.
like 4 or 5
When
options I get when I'm in the room, like when I'm in the room.
What I got is put user in timeout and block user, and then I have a little blue star beside it. That's
Well,
what
don't block user and don't put
No,
user in
don't just
timeout.
Click the blue star.
On the one on my picture down at the bottom, it says remove from stream, edit name, edit audio avatar, and stop mic cam.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about on the YouTube side though.
Yeah, it's on the
Oh,
YouTube side.
Okay.
YouTube side. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you're in StreamYard. Okay, yeah, go to the
StreamYard,
YouTube side.
Yeah. Yeah. But Jen and Steve said put StreamYard star, and I did star it, so I don't know whether
Yep.
that helps. But
Nope. If you click on your comment, there's 3 little dots on the end of your comment.
yeah,
And
I
there should be one there says pin comment.
actually mine just says put user in timeout and block user. That's all it says.
Oh, that's weird.
That's
It's weird because it's your stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Even if it's your own name, you should still have more options than that because it's your stream, it's your account that's opened up.
Well, I don't know. I guess I don't mind dropping this link a little bit, see whether who wants to come in and stuff. And Rusty, bent but not broken. It's good to see you again, man. Who else has come up in here?
Now, what operating system are you running? Like, are
This
you
is
on
an
Windows? or-
Apple iMac.
Oh, it's an Apple. That explains it.
Yeah. Yeah. That explains that. But so
No,
where
Apple runs
you gonna
Apple
go?
runs different software. See,
Yeah, that's what it is. So where are you going to go camping at this time?
I am actually going to. I was going to go where I went to in the video that I dropped Monday,
Okay.
but there is a lot of active hunting
Right.
in that area. So I moved it. I'm going to go to an area here where I know there's not so much active hunting because I don't want to be asleep. My tarp is green for starters,
Gotcha.
so it's going to blend in with stuff. So I don't want to be sleeping and have something with through my tent. You know what I mean?
Having airplanes flying through. I agree with you there.
So I'm going to go somewhere where it's going to be safer for me.
Uh-huh.
The area is not going to be quite as good for me because the area I'm going in, I don't think there's very many pine trees or anything like that. It's mostly all the low, brushy, tangly stuff.
Right.
Whoa, dude, fire starting is going to be harder.
Yeah, my fire starting is probably going to be a bit harder. There is a couple of birch trees around there, so
Oh,
I should be able to
I
get
don't
some
want to hear
birch.
about birch trees.
So that'll save me some on that, but it is still going to be a bit harder. Because I was planning on making a pine bed to sleep on, pine boughs.
Mm.
So I don't know if I'm going to be able to collect enough pine boughs to make a decent bed. So it might be a bit of a rough night, but I'm still
Well,
going
it's
to go.
only 24 hours. You can just sit around the fire all night. You've
Yeah.
done
Yeah, if I
24-hour
have- if I-
lives before.
Yeah, if I have to, I'll set my tarp up in a way that it's up and my fire is right in front, so I can just sit in there and just feed fire all night if I got to.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
well, if you fall asleep, you fall asleep.
There you go. Britt MRE says up late listening, cooking up some chicken. Great. I'm glad to have you here, Britt. Yeah, I got to work Saturday, but I'm thinking about when I get off, I might have just enough time to, get some stuff together and maybe
Yeah.
try to get out and do something because it's supposed to rain all day Sunday here. So,
Yeah, well, like I said, even if, I'm not going to be a super stickler. It's a 24-hour challenge, but it doesn't have to be exactly 24 hours. Like, I gets up tomorrow morning, I might not, depending on how late I'm up tonight, I might not wake up until 10 o'clock.
all right. Yeah.
And just go out and spend the night. If you get out at 4 or 5 o'clock, whatever, that's fine. I don't care. Just make a video and post a video and put it up. I'm not going to be super stickler on rules and stuff like that because it's not rules and regulations. It's a few guidelines to follow.
Well, GBL says, why are some of the channel names blue and others gray? All of mine appear to be white and black.
you don't have any moderators in your room, GDL. The ones that are blue are the ones that have moderator privileges, and they're the ones that can block a user, remove a nasty comment, or if you get the bots come into room, spam in the room, you can remove them.
Right. Okay.
That's what the blue is. That's one of the bigger differences. That's one of the other differences too between Mac and PC, because on Mac, like Dave's is showing some are black and some are light, whereas on the PC, all your moderators are showing up blue.
Right.
And the other names are black. So it's just little differences in the systems and that like that. But
yeah.
That's the reason some are blue and some are black.
We're black. Okay. Yeah. I guess we're all looking at these different operating systems, and everything looks slightly different. You know.
Yeah.
I guess
Sorry
all
about that.
nature called, right?
No, park ranger came by and was asking about our stickers.
The nature enforcer called.
Well, actually, the ranger that just came by is right next door to me over here on the other side of my motorhome. The other park ranger is right across the street.
Yeah.
You got the best of both worlds.
I heard
well,
that.
hey, I have sewer here, so I'm really happy. We've been able to do all our laundry, no worries about it. And
nice.
I won't have to stop on the way out to dump my tanks. That's a big bonus.
Sure did. Yep. Rebecca, you stay busy, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I really do. It's, when I was on the other live, I says, I've got to do this mail call because she's already shouted me out for the hat that I sent her.
Right.
And it needed to get done. So I had you guys going.
Mm-hmm.
Volume all the way down. So, not all the way down, but just a little bit. So it wasn't going to feed over to doing my video for my mail call. So.
Yeah.
Darn. And of course, my cat, BB, was in the video again.
Of course. Of course.
He got up there as I'm putting the sticker up there, and he's got it all blocked.
Well, you know that fur baby challenge that Jamie and what was it? Rusty?
Oh, I'm going to be doing that fur baby challenge real soon. I'm going to use the iPad.
I did the
Rusty
video my dogs.
I held all three cats up to let the cats get on the screen and do their thing, right? And I got one little orange cat, and his name is Tiger. And I said, "Now, Tiger," I said, "I want you to tell Doris hello." So Al, tell Doris that Tiger says hello.
Oh, I certainly will when she comes around. She's not here right now.
Okay. Bullis is outside again. Good to see you, man. Awesome.
Drop your link because I don't think I'm subbed to that channel.
Yeah, just type camping. It'll do it for you.
Yeah, just like I did.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do it on my phone because when I'm in the chat, I don't see a place to write anything on the regular comments. So I do it on my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, phones are kind of weird, man. I try to do.
Well, no, I'm on my computer.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I got StreamYard on my phone, then the computer right behind here. So it's kind of easier, like Chef went live. I popped his live stream up, told him I was over here, and just left it running,
And there it is.
That went on live, did he?
By yarn. Yeah.
There it is.
It's
the one that I first,
oh, no problem,
it's the one that I
Morris.
first had.
Getting some of my
again, huh?
I've got nothing down in here but food stuff. I just took out my forks and knives and everything like that.
Okay.
Awesome.
It's all out. Getting this ready for tomorrow. I gotta wash my pot out because I'm gonna be taking my pot.
It's me. Angie has already said thank you.
And I got this
Armored sweatpants. Good to see you.
I got this fantastic fire striker.
Well,
I can't wait to see how that works for you.
Oh yeah, that will shower some sparks.
Hey, doesn't that striker count as an item too?
It's one piece. It's totally It comes as a set.
It comes.
Now I could take it off and use the back of my saw. That will probably just shower even more sparks. So.
Oh, yeah, my silky saw just goes nuts when you do that.
Yeah,
But I'm
that's
going to be
what
using
I
an
got.
axe, so
I got the
I'll
little
be-
Solar silky saw, so I think that's what I'm going to take because the wood that I'm going to be collecting and the stuff that I want, I'm going to need a long pole for my tarp. And I'm going to want to be able to cut up my firewood into smaller bits because it's all going to be small stuff anyway. So it's just,
Right.
I'm not going to need an axe for it. So it's just
The
about
only
taking
reason
time
I'm going
to do that.
axe is because Canadian Fishing Musician is doing that Halloween on Friday,
Oh.
which is when I'm going to be out there doing my 24 hours. So I'm going to dress up and I'm going to do the whole thing Viking style. So
That'll be
In
cute.
my little kit came these fantastic little fire starters too, but they're not going with me.
no, because that would count it as an item.
I think I'd put them in my pocket anyway, just in case.
Just turn the camera off, right?
If I can't get a fire going with this, which I have done many a times,
Right.
there's no good of me being out there to try and practice
Heard
stuff.
that. All right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Right? If I gotta sit in the cold all night to finish my challenge, I'll sit in the cold all night. But I know I can start a fire with these. I've done it.
Yeah.
It may take a little bit of time sometimes, but it's all a matter of finding the right tinder or
Right.
making the right tinder. Because if I might end up using this to scrape some.
Yeah, I
some
just
bark.
added my striker to my backpack. I don't normally carry one of these. I carry a lighter, you know,
Yeah.
and I could do this with a lighter. Don't get me wrong. You know,
Well,
it'd be a
that's the
lot
thing,
easier
you know.
probably, but I
I
think,
could
you know,
say, I could
rod's
say
a
my
little more
fire
fun.
starter is this.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I will have my Zippo
Yeah.
I don't have
always
to
with me
use
because I
it.
smoke, you know.
Dark.
Yeah, well,
art.
that's non-item. That's a non-item. But
Right.
I have used these in past. I know how to use them. I know what to do to use them.
Right.
But I could very easily say, no, I'm going to take a lighter instead.
Mhm.
I thought about it, you know, and I was like, oh, well, I could take my flint and steel kit, you
Yeah.
know, and do it that way. Where I'm going, I'm not going to
to.
have the stuff to make a bird's nest very well. So I can use this to light pitch, you know. I know I can light some of the pitch I'm going to gather because I have to do all that to get my fire started. You know,
Well, the spot-
I'm going to be out in a pasture, a cow pasture, just
spot
off a
where-
bit in the woods.
Right.
Yeah, the spot where I'm going, I know on the way there, I know there's grass. I'm hoping there's dry grass because I don't know at the moment.
I'm
It was
hoping
raining.
to because it's going to
It was
rain.
raining yesterday, so I'm hoping it's dried up now tomorrow. But either way, I'm going to have to collect some grasses. There was also some kind of weed plant growing. I don't know what it was, but they have flowers on them, purpley flowers. And the seeds are about an inch long.
Oh, wow.
And they're really thin. But when you break them, all this fluffy stuff comes out almost like a cattail.
Uh-huh.
But they're only tiny. They're only like toothpick size.
Are those
So-
things dryas flowers? I believe.
I have no idea. You'll if they're still there, I'll add it to my video anyway when I'm doing it, so you'll see. But when you grab them and break them and roll them like this, it comes out almost like a dandelion fluff, but
Oh,
a lot of it.
Yeah.
So that's perfect flash tinder. So if
Right.
I can get my birch bark, my grass, if I can get that for flash tinder, I will not have no issues whatsoever getting fired.
Yep. and
Now, if
that's-
that stuff is all soaking wet, I might have some problems.
You know, I'm in the same boat as, you know,
Yeah.
I'm going to be trying to hope I can get some dry grass from under the trees, you know, some of the stuff that's still dry because it starts raining Friday here and it's not going to stop. So
yeah.
Can you use a cotton ball?
I'd take an item.
Yeah, well, the cotton ball will be considered a brain tinder, so we're trying to do it as natural as we can.
Oh, okay.
But like if you want to go out and take a lighter for your item, take a lighter.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a stickler on that. 99% of the time when I'm in the woods, I still use a lighter, even though I have one of these with me at all times in my backpack. This is my backup.
I mean, I always got a Bic in my backpack, no matter what.
This is usually always my primary. This is usually my backup. Although the fire steel is much more fun to play with.
It is much more fun, yes.
So that's why I'm going to go out this time and I'm going to practice my fire steel skills. Like I've used the fire steel out on the back step. You can see that in a half a dozen of my videos, no problem.
Yeah.
But not this nice new one that I got. So this nice new one is getting a test run out of it.
All right. Well, my prediction is it'll work.
Oh, I know it'll work.
One way or another, it's all going to work out.
I'm sorry, that's a lie, because if you look at this, it's already scraped.
Yeah, mine's got a couple scratches on it.
When I got it,
when I get them, I test them. Yeah.
Yeah, I used this to light my fire out on the step one day.
I remember that. Yeah, you did about 3 weeks ago or so.
Yeah, it was after it came. As soon as it came, that next video that I did out on the step, I used this to light my fire.
You scraped that
so
black
I can do it.
Yeah,
I can do it. And the stuff that I used for my tinder on that was actually that fluffy stuff that I was telling you about that I got out of them plants.
I mean, shoot, you could probably even pull some fuzz off your socks if you had to.
Oh, if I had to.
Well, if I had to, for sure.
The cotton fibers and that off of your socks and that'll work just as good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Don't do it with wool socks. It doesn't work as well.
Right.
Well, the reason wool blankets and that are so popular for taking camping is,
with him, he's got enough hair on his face. He could just cut a couple pieces off and.
I got a built-in bird's nest.
Has anybody ever opened a can with a spoon?
Yes.
I've seen it done. I haven't done it myself, but I have seen it done. I do know how to do it. I just have not.
I'd rather use a knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm usually always in this
I've heard
situation.
about it, but I've never done it.
It takes a while to do it. Like it's a lot of working and rubbing, and
right.
It's much easier to use a rock.
And
just grind the top of the can with a rock until the lid comes off.
And the one thing about trying to use a knife, though, if you slip, a lot would hurt yourself.
But I mean, like, I don't never. This is always in my food bag.
Yeah, I love those can openers.
And
but you don't have the corkscrew on that one, though.
No, I don't. Because where am I opening a bottle of wine down in the woods? I'm not.
No, because your wife isn't going with you.
There's this one my brother picked up that has a thing that folds back over, that has where it hooks against the edge of the can. That it's a military key type thing.
Yeah,
that you can open.
Yeah.
He has one on his key ring that if we needed to do something, we could open a can.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I actually have a Leatherman in my backpack, and it has a regular can opener on it. And
well, like I said, in my vest is my emergency supplies. I'm gonna wear my vest when I go.
Right.
Well, I'm bringing mine too. We already talked about it. It's like there's no way I'm not gonna have my P9 or P54 or my P38. It's in my med kit.
Right.
And that thing works great as a striker for your ferro rod.
If I goes and gets in the situation where I'm out there in the night and it does get the temperature drops drastically, I am going to break out a lighter and light a fire.
Oh, I would.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm going to show that. I'm going to say, hey guys, you know what?
Sorry, going for sixth item.
Couldn't get my fire going with the flint, with the ferro rod. So because of the time of the year and everything is wet and whatnot, yada, 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 I am using a lighter, but I'm going to put that in the video simply because, this is what happened.
Yeah.
But it's also, like I said, I don't want anybody to be out there uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah. Well, I agree. If
I get a fire going and I have to stay up feeding it all night because it's getting cold, that's a different story. That's,
Well, you're bringing a sleeping bag too, so you shouldn't be too bad off.
Right.
No, I have to bring a sleeping bag. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Right.
But what I might try to do is double. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
Well, the way I look at it is these challenges are great, but I would definitely have my little bag with me in case they go sideways, and they could.
Yep.
You know? So
I'm going to have everything with me, but I'm going to limit myself to these 5 items just for that 24-hour challenge.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm going to have tarps set up everywhere. I mean, I'm going to try to. My kid's probably going to be out there hanging in his hammock. He's not going 5 items. He's going all items.
It's like the chances are, needing a gun, maybe not, but it's there, so.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm talking about too. It's like, it's not about getting out there and being miserable.
Right.
We don't want to be out there and be miserable. None of us.
Oh, we got to have some fun.
But it's about getting out and having that fun.
That's why they won't let me load their packs.
Tony will be the only one out having fun. The rest of us will be out there saying, "Why did he do this?"
I gotta go. I've got to get dinner for my brother and I.
All righty.
So,
all right, Rebecca.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Yes, ma'am. You take
Rebecca.
Okay,
all right. Bye. All right.
Are you done with?
I don't know. Mine's the P36 Brit or not. Let me grab that thing. It's right here in my pack. So.
Yeah, like I got all kinds of.
Ooh, okay. Was that
What's the broadheads for my crossbow?
Yeah.
I got the 3-point broadheads, not the flat ones.
What kind of game do you have up there, Al?
Well, we got the rabbits, grouse, partridge, ducks, loons, curs.
My med kit.
There's fox, but you need trapper license for fox, beaver, anything fur bearing. Really, you need a license, a separate license for. But then there's moose. I think there's deer on one part of the island or caribou, but they're not over here.
Right. It sounds like your area is real similar to what ours is as far as what is out there,
Yeah.
The only thing now is one thing that I kind of be wary about when I goes now is there's been some I've personally found black bear scat.
Right.
Around in the area.
Hence the gun, right?
Well, that's the
Black
thing.
bear's good over a grill too.
Yeah.
Oh yes, but I don't usually go. And the one thing I'm doing now is the spot that I'm going to now is not going to be really far away from the house. So if the proverbial crap hits the fan,
Right.
I'd be able to manage to get home.
I would agree with you. Yeah. It's just like I think I've watched too many episodes of Star Trek, and how old Spock will slip Kirk the emergency beamer. Yeah, they said, here's the one you're going to use, but just in case all hell breaks loose, here's the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So I mean, like it's safety is a big issue. I don't want anybody going out there doing anything that's not safe.
Right. Yep.
I don't want anybody going out there that's going to go in.
Can't have a fire?
No, but
you think I'm safe around a fire? You're wrong.
Having a fire is a safe thing because it keeps away the boogeyman.
Right.
Yeah.
It does keep away animals.
Right.
One of the things I love about having my med kit is a thread needle.
Thread needle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to use it the hard way, and I'll never not have it with me again.
Mm-hmm. I got Combat Gauze.
Yeah, I got tape in here. I've got it's a small little kit, and I think I have like 3 Band-Aids.
Yeah, I got some of that powder that the military uses.
Yeah.
It's
like an adhesive
coagulation powder.
Yeah, and I've never had.
I got the Combat Gauze patch for if you get a puncture, you put that patch on, it'll stop the bleeding almost right away. Right. But I also got their strips, and they're probably about a foot long or something.
Right.
So if you get a gash, you can actually put it on over the gas and work it around to like you can make it in an S or whatever you need.
Okay.
Hmm.
And
Thank
it's
you.
long, so it
Yeah, I
works
carry
really
a
good.
bandana.
Yeah.
That's my emergency medical device is a bandana. I
Well, it makes a
usually
good,
have 3 of them on me at all times.
yeah,
I
they
mean,
make good benefits.
I carry a really nice one in my pocket, which is sitting right here, but I don't have anything. I don't like stuff in my pockets. So if I don't need anything in my pockets, I
Yeah.
don't have anything in my pockets.
Yeah. I'm the same way over there, Tony. I usually don't like having a lot of stuff in my pockets, you know? I mean, so,
But I think where I'm going and what I'm doing for my protection, sneak peek, guys, I think I'm going to take the little crossbow.
why not? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be closer to houses and stuff, and this doesn't make any noise.
Right.
Well, my backpack has a combat knife right on the chest strap.
Right.
That to me, because I can throw that, I can do whatever I want with that. And, I don't go anywhere without the K-bar. I'm not going to take this as one of my items, but it will be with me.
Right.
But
I
that's
know how to
a-
use this thing.
That's a personal protection thing. That's not something
Yeah.
you're using for the challenge. That's something you're going to take no matter what, no matter when you go, you're going to take it.
Yeah.
It's like me. Pretty much every time I go in the woods, I usually always, there's very, very seldom, I will not be armed with a firearm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And I know a lot of people do the same thing. I don't carry a firearm. I don't feel the need myself, but I'm never unarmed.
Right.
There's no way I'm going out there unarmed. Yeah, I'm going to have my walking stick with me too.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want me to do is use that on you.
Yeah. Hey, Paul, it's good to see you, man.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't realize that. I got 2 different tips here.
Oh, okay.
Can you see it
Oh,
okay?
yeah, you do.
Bigger game and small game, or?
Well, this one is more like a needle, and this one is more blunted.
Oh, okay.
Because these
So
are both for small
bird
game.
and rodent.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This one would probably be the blunter one would be for a bird because you don't
Yeah.
want to go right on through, and the pointier ones will be something like squirrel or rabbit or something like that.
Oh,
Pin them to the ground.
Now, if you shoot something and eat it, that counts as an item against you.
No, then I'll do a separate video and we'll call it catch and cook.
Okay. I'm
Remember I
hoping
had
when
said
we
that
do a
before?
catch and cook challenge, I'm somewhere where I can actually get something to eat outside of a little lizard or something.
Yeah.
Remember I said
But
that
hey, if
before?
all I can
We
get's
might
a
do-
little lizard, I will catch it and cook it.
We might do a catch and cook video for one of our videos later on.
Yeah.
I'll just save that when I catches it and I'll cook it and I'll just save that. I'll go to bed with a really full stomach, but
Yeah, we'll know when there's not snow on the ground, Al.
Yeah. Shoot, a lot of the United States has already gotten snow in the last few days.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
that's one of the things that's decent about here is it takes longer for us to get the snow,
Right. Mm-hmm.
but our temperature range is so much.
Well, see, we're kind of like you. We're so close to the ocean that
Yeah.
trying to get snow you're not going to get a ton of it, but every once in a while you do. But most of the time, it's really cold and damp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then during the summertime, it's really hot and humid. So it's just
Yep, sounds like my area.
yeah.
So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard sometimes to plan for stuff. And I mean, like this time of the year, we could go for 3 weeks solid rain.
Right. Right.
Same thing in the spring.
Right.
Our spring this year, I think there was 4 days in 2 months. We had 4 days that it didn't rain.
It didn't rain. Wow, man. Yeah.
Now, we had snow this spring. We had hailstorms.
Mhm.
It was a horrible spring. I came back from Arizona way too soon this year.
Lesson learned.
They say the eastern part of the U.S. can expect a pretty heavy winter this time. So, but you never know. I mean,
Right.
I'm retiring here in a month and a half or 2 months, and and I won't have to deal with it no more. If the weather's bad, I just look outside. I ain't going out there. So,
I'm out there whether the weather's good or bad.
Or bad, yeah. Well, Paulie, what we're up to is talking about a camping challenge. That's about what we're up to. And Gary, GBL, thank you so much. Yep, we're about right at 300 hours away, man, from crossing that line. So I figure maybe 2 or 3 weeks from now, give or take. So,
Awesome.
Yeah,
It'll be good to get you over that, Dave.
yeah. It's been a long journey, but I remember what Devil Dog said about that 1,000. Remember how mine went over 1,000, dropped over 1,000, dropped back over 1,000, and it stuck, and then it dropped back.
Well,
so who knows?
We took a day, and I opened up live, and I said, "Let's get Devil Dog over to 1,000."
Right.
He was 39 away. He was, and I had 3 hours I could use on StreamYard, I think. So I said, let's try to do it before I uses up my hours.
Right.
And we did it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
We had him at, I think it was 1,010 when we left, or 1,009, something like that, when we started. And the next morning when he got up, he was at 998.
I know how that is. I mean, that happened to us for a solid 3 weeks, up and down, up and down, up and down. And everybody told me, don't say you're at 1,000 till you're up about 1,025.
Well, he hit 1,030, I think, today, and then he went back to 1,008 or 5 or something like that. So I think now he's safe.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Maybe,
There's
yeah.
there's no guarantee, but maybe. But it seems like it might be stuck this time.
Right.
I look at my subscriber count, and I see drops probably once a week. I lose subscribers once a week.
Right. And then it kind of
it's just nuts.
Yeah. And you know what mine does? About every third week, everything just stops. There's no subscribers. The hours don't rise. And I know that's not possible.
I didn't look at that part.
So, and then all of a
I'm
sudden,
still good on my views. Hours are steady, except when I do lives, it spikes,
Yeah. I have found though that a good video, a good camping video or something like that, does just as good for me. Does just as good as a live does.
Yeah.
This is the other thing too. I mean, like a lot of us have gotten into live streaming,
right?
And I noticed with some channels, there's no regular videos out anymore.
Right.
I'm sorry, but I follows and I jumps in on the lives when I can, and I'll stay there for a couple hours on the live. But if I miss a live, chances of me sitting down for 2 and 3 and 4 hours to watch it,
it's hard. Yeah.
Hard. But
especially when you got other people going on lives.
Right. But if you're interested in camping and you see a camping video that's say 30 minutes long, you're more likely to watch that camping video than somebody else's live. Yeah. So
I mean, like, that's what I'm looking at with this is, guys, let's get back to basics of YouTube for a little bit. Because, live streaming like this is great, but what I see is happening with it a lot is all the same people are here.
Right. We're not growing anything.
We're trying to grow a little bit, and a little bit of growth is happening. But it's going to hit a stagnant spot where it's just going to stop.
Right. Right.
And then it's just going to, and it's not that it's a bad thing. But it's just going to be just us.
Yeah, we're going to be constantly visiting each other. Where I noticed the other night when I did that camping video, stealthing the neighbor.
Yep.
And people that were talking that I had never met before about, I did that, I'm going to do that. And I picked up 16 new subscribers, and I think most of that was from the stealth camping community. You
Yep,
know,
and that's what I'm hoping that will happen with this. It'll get out, and it'll spread a little bit.
right,
And once it spreads a little bit, then it might spread a bit more. It should. I'm hoping to bring a lot of people into the us of things.
right,
Whereas they might not all be up on panel with us every other day or whatnot, but they might come into our lives when they see us on because they want to say, hey, well, what have you been up to? Did you bring a new challenge? What happened in your old challenge? Or whatever.
right.
Or, hey, I'm interested in homesteading too.
Mhm.
Because a lot of the people out there doing this stuff, like myself, I started my channel as a bushcraft channel.
Right,
But at this particular moment, I am not a bushcraft channel.
right. Yeah.
I am not a homesteading channel.
Nope. Mm.
I'm not really under anything.
Well,
But I do a little bit of all of it.
right. So you're kind of like me. I realize that I can't camp all the time, so I decided it's better to be a general purpose channel. You know, you might watch me plant a tomato plant or camp, or you might watch me walk through a historic hike or something like that.
Or just have a fire.
Or just have a fire, and I do that a lot. I do that a lot. But I was looking at my channel, and I even looked at yours, Al, and a few others, and I noticed something. Not one of my top videos in the top 10 is alive. It's all camping and or something else.
Yeah, my best video is the stupidest video I ever made. It's about a chair.
Right.
A camp chair. And it's a horrible video.
Right.
Yeah, I got thousands and thousands of views on the dang thing. And it's like, it's still one of my top videos, that or a 3-day, what was it? A 3-day loadout for camping gear, and it's like, you got to be kidding me.
Right. I mean, my number one video is a 39-second thing of us panning the camera along the James River, just looking at the river, and it's 4.8K views. Okay. And then the next 7 or 8 are all camping videos, and I got to drop down to like number 15, 16, 17 before I encounter the very first live.
Yeah, I don't even think my lives rank on my first page.
Yeah. But that's the same as me. And I mean, like, lives are good for the views and the hours and stuff like that, but they're not getting the same traction as well.
They're not pulling people in with them. I mean, that's what we want to do with this Camp Challenge Alliance, is pull people in.
Yeah.
Yes. And my video that I put out on Monday and hashtagged it to Camp Challenge Alliance, the beginnings of the Camp Challenge Alliance, has gotten, in the first couple of days, not even the first couple of days, had over, I think it was over 200 views, I think. I'd have to double check now.
Wow,
but it was either,
nice.
It was almost at the 200 or just over the 200, somewhere around there, in the first day and a half. Now, for my videos, that was a big deal.
That's a big one, yeah.
To see that hitting like that, I'm like, wow. Now, if I do a live and I go back and look, it's easy to have 300 views on it.
Right.
But it's all the people that we know.
Yeah, you're not really growing, but that
camp video
that you make 2 or 3, 4 years from now, they'll still be watching it.
Yeah. Well, I got people leaving comments on that camp video I have never heard of, saying, I'd like to try this. And I said, but go for it.
And another thing I've noticed is it's a lot about what you call a video. It's like if you go out tomorrow and you put something like toughing it out in Newfoundland, I bet you that would draw in a lot of people. Something like that, kind of, bringing them in. Like, okay, here's a old mountain looking dude that's going to crawl through the Newfoundland wilderness and survive.
With a blueberry.
Yeah, Where
well, now, Dave, I just might have to use that.
Steal that one.
But
I've talked to one of the guys that has a really big channel, and he said the same thing.
Hey, Jeff.
I gotta actually write that down.
And
if you don't mind.
And no, I don't mind at all. But I'm
thief.
No, I got the copyright proof right here. It's on video.
I was talking to a guy he's got a really big channel, and he asked me not to ever use his name, but he said if I wanted to ask him 3 questions, he would answer them. And I said, lives. And he goes, I don't do many of them. He said, but I have found that a video, and there you go.
You see what I'm using to write my stuff down?
I do. That's awesome, man. But
Dave Collier.
Whatever
Dave Collier camping.
Whatever you're passionate about, camping or hiking, whatever like that, those are going to be your number one getters, because they're going to 10 years from now, somebody that's new into the camping, hiking scene is going to type in winter camping, and here comes your video, and it's going to say it's been up for 8 years. Where if you're did a live, they're not going to look at it. Once it's over with, and it's just and then another thing he said is you've got to be very creative in your titling of a video. If you just said night out camping, oh my, where if you make it where it sounds like you are toughing it out in the wilds of Newfoundland, So,
well, this is where this hashtag Camp Challenge Alliance comes in play, because I searched that up and there's nothing attached to it.
Right.
Yeah. So if we
I checked it the other day too. There was nothing out there except your video.
Right.
Yep, exactly. So when you typed that in, the only thing came up was my video.
Yeah.
Because I have it in my description and my title.
Right.
So as we start dropping these videos, anyone that gets word out that Camp Challenge Alliance is on the go can put that hashtag in and find all of our videos. So that will help anybody that's done it. It'll help them grow. If they come to our community, they'll meet everybody else, the homesteaders, the people that are just doing farming, the people that are just doing.
Are you going to create a standalone Facebook group for it?
I've been thinking about doing that, but I haven't gotten into all of that stuff just yet, because I just want to see
if it takes
how much traction this is going to get with the videos.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's getting close on to Christmas and everything now, so
yeah.
But I just kind of want to start a ball rolling on it and see how it goes, right?
And see, this might be a good time to start something, because Christmas is coming. And if you demonstrate a good knife or good piece of equipment, you can just see it now. Hey, honey, I really would like to have that thing that guy right there from Canada is using.
Yeah.
And she'll say, well, show me his video. And next thing you know, Al's back on the screen again. And it's just, but that's what he did. So the number one thing is.
Well, if I go in, because I haven't done as much with Facebook and stuff like that with regards to that. So I just can go in and under the groups, create my own group.
Right.
And will that will work like a separate page then, will it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a separate channel just for Stone Wolf Outdoors. I have my personal channel and way separate.
All right, Treasure Hunt, good to see you.
Yeah, or would I be better off making a whole new account and just call it the Camp Challenge?
Mm-hmm.
Or just Camp Challenge Alliance, like you're saying.
Yeah, like Scott created the Stealth Camping Alliance, and you see how big it's gotten. So yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll set up a second Facebook account and make a Camp Challenge Alliance.
Yeah, because it's free. So I mean.
Yeah, it's a free thing, and if it starts sharing stuff out for me, why not?
And the chances.
That's the reason I made the Stone Wolf page. I'm sure the same reason Dave has his camping page.
Right.
Is, my Stone Wolf page, I have almost 1,000 people on that page.
Right.
And a lot of times I'll post a video, I'll post a link to the video in that page. I don't use the page much, but I'm always in there. I'm always looking at stuff. And I just joined Dave's Facebook not that long ago. And so I'm still liking all kinds of stuff he pops up, which all kinds of stuff is great.
So that's what you did, is it, Dave? You just made a whole new Facebook account for it?
I created a whole new Facebook group and called it Dave Collier Camping. And of course, I have Dave Collier, just my personal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't really go up on there that much. I'm really not much into all this U.S. politics and, you know.
Well, either am I. That's one of the things I want to avoid with that. But I mean, like, if I can open a group, and even if the videos gets out to 10 or 15 new people that want to try it, do it.
Right.
Right.
And
Right. There might be 10,000 people look at it. If we can get 100 or 200 people start getting involved,
exactly.
that's a lot of videos.
She Devil
It's
Adventure.
all right, Carolina Chris.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that don't have Facebook at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I say. I got a Facebook account, but I don't use it a big lot. The most I do with it mostly is I'll put up my tattoo pictures.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll when I thinks on it, I'll drop my video drop onto Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
Mostly what I do with that is just drop it on Dave's.
Yeah. I just
or Dave will drop it.
yeah, I do it all the time, man. Because you know, my Facebook group is now we're kind of messed up with Jamie's of Stealth Camping Alliance, and they're all like crisscrossing now.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm thinking, that if you crank out some really good videos under that new name, you're liable to get a lot of crossover, stuff going on. But
well, exactly. I mean, like if I get stealth campers that want to get in,
Jake,
go ahead, go right ahead. You guys are more than
that's a new one for me.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, like
Jake.
I'm not doing a stealth camping video thing. I'm not trying to take away from them at all. If anything, I'm hoping to add to all of these communities by bringing everybody together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jonesy.
Right.
Hey, Paulie. Thanks, Paulie. I do like cooking with that old cast iron lodge stuff, man. That is a lot of fun. So.
Oh, I love my cast iron.
Oh,
I will have all that out at my camp when I'm doing this 24-hour thing, because it's all coming with me.
I did a skillet and cooked potatoes and sausage and everything else, man. And then I got to admit, I told my wife, I said, I think that's the most fun I've had doing a video in a while.
Yeah. And that was good.
It was quiet. There was only me there, and it was cold, so I'm sitting there with the frying. You can hear the frying, that, the cast iron makes that tink,
Right.
tink,
Yeah.
tink, tink. So, but I had a ball, man. GBL says, I'd like to know how I can get like 500 views on Facebook, but it's not transferred to my YouTube channel. I don't think anybody can answer that one, Gary. I mean, it's no rhyme.
It would be nice. It would be nice.
Right.
But there's no.
Yeah. It's the same way if you make a YouTube video. A video.
Well, I made a short of my Thanksgiving dinner. It was just I had all my dinner laid out on my island.
Right.
And it was a 15-second video. Here's my dinner. I'm going to enjoy it. Something like that, I said.
Yeah.
Or Happy Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't even on the video. I just showed food.
I saw that, and it went to like 2.4K.
2.4K in 15 minutes.
Right.
Holy moly.
Do you remember
That's
that?
awesome.
The one that I did a week before that, all it was 2 windshield wipers going across the screen, watching it rain, and it went to like 1.5 in a half hour. And I'm like, huh?
Must be hunting season.
It must be.
I mean, like I looked at that. I put that video up, and I looked at it 10 minutes later, and it was at 2K. And I'm like, what? And in the next 5 minutes, it went 2K. Then it went 2.1. Oh no, sorry, Nicole, 2.2.
Right.
Oh no, wait, no, 2.3.
Yeah.
15 minutes, it was 2.4K, and then it kind of stalled a bit.
Right.
I haven't looked at it since, so it might have gone up more, and it might not have, but it was at 2.4K in 15 minutes. I was like,
yeah.
Why can't I get one of my good videos to do that?
Right.
Exactly.
One thing about it though is shorts and regular videos by far on my channel are beating the lives to pieces. Yeah. But so and like I said, I think the lives are good where we can go face to face and get to know each other better and everything like that. But if you're really wanting to build a solid foundation, it's going to be a mainline video.
I mean, you have to put out something.
Right.
Most people aren't going to sit down like we're at 2 hours now. They're not going to sit down and just watch a 2 hour live you know, just for the fun of it.
Right.
I know subscribers, they will open it up and let it run, but
Right.
they're not going to sit there and watch the video.
No.
But you
Yeah,
put
because-
out a video on doing something or something, you know, they're going to watch that whole video most of the time.
Most of the time.
And
Yep.
if you end up with a video that is 2 hours, you can break it in half and put out 2 1 hours, or break it in 4 and put out 4.5 hours.
Yeah, I try to keep
People will
mine
watch.
around 30 minutes tops. I mean, this stealth camping or this Camp Challenge Alliance, I might do a 45-minute video out of it, you know?
My
And that's
video,
just the way it's going to work.
Yeah.
you seen my videos. My videos, when I put them out, the highest one I think I had out was close to 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Usually an hour to an hour and a half. Some of them here lately have only been 30 to 40 minutes simply because I'm not doing a lot when I goes out. I'm just walking around and going to places and sitting there
Right.
and
Right.
taking the time to relax and just get out. So what I'm looking at now with this new challenge video is getting back to the
nuts.
the outdoor experience, making a video with some really good content that people are going to want to sit
Get
and
up
watch.
out of your chair, go
Right.
out.
And if you can capture that magical moment of the rain hitting your tent, that is like gold, man. You know, you got the camera pointed at your face and it's going.
Well, I'm kind of hoping that, you know, this is October, next month's November. I'm kind of hoping that on the next challenge, if we does another 24-hour, because not all of them will have to be 24 hours. Some of them could just be a day trip going out and do something.
Right.
But if we do another 24-hour, I'm kind of hoping to maybe, if I'm lucky, catch that first snowfall.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. Yeah.
Right? In
Or just go
November.
out and catch that first snowfall and use it for that 24-hour.
Well, no, that's the thing. It'd be kind of hard to plan that because if you wake up in the morning and there's snow covered,
Right.
you kind of walk the spot and get there.
Yeah. Well, you're like me, Al. I mean, trying to line up that perfect opportunity for snow camping, and then still working your schedule and stuff like that. It can get a little maybe.
It can get hectic, and that's why
Well,
I like.
I did a
This
video
first-
last year setting up tarps in the woods.
Uh-huh.
And what had happened to me, good thing I had my tarp set up pretty good because it started snowing. It was
Well,
like,
that's what I mean.
that was
I mean,
kind of
like,
cool.
Yeah.
You don't plan for these things, but it's nice when you catch them.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Right?
totally.
And I mean, like it's this first video was kind of pushed out a little bit quick because I put it out mid October and saying, hey, kind of drop your video by the end of October so
Yeah.
we can have a look at it. But the only reason I'm really saying try to drop the videos by the end of October is so that for the November challenge,
Right.
we have all of November to try and work out when you want to go and do it. I'm
Exactly.
not setting the date or time. If you goes out on the 31st of October and says, this is my November video,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Well, you see what Carolina Chris did, and that's kind of the point I'm trying to make. The videos don't necessarily need to be long, but what's
No.
going to sell is the whatever your passion is, whether it's camping, cooking, hiking, whatever. That's going to be your butter. That's where you're gonna. Yep. And
I mean, like, I get what Devil Dog is, he keeps saying to me, you know, as a little thing for your channel, I should be dyeing my beard a different color every other month or every month or something like that. You know, that's not what, that is a gimmick.
right.
Yeah.
You know, there's only so many colors I can get in dyes that I could dye my beard.
Uh-huh. But
And then what?
but catching that going out and camping and then capitalizing on where you live, the allure of your area, and labeling
Have
your.
you, I don't mean to interrupt you there, Dave, but have you had the chance to sit down and watch the video I dropped Monday?
Yes, I did. That was a great video. Awesome video.
See where I was sat in the woods and I started putting the time clocks up?
Uh-huh.
I was sat there for, I think it was the first one was 30 minutes. and then the next little time slot comes up and it's 45 minutes.
Right.
And the next little clip comes up and it says, I'm sat here for over an hour.
Right.
No.
When you can get in moments like that,
Yeah.
and I can tell you right now, and I don't care about spoiling the video for people that aren't going to watch it, but in the first 30 minutes of sitting there, little tiny birds started perching. They stopped screaming their little alarms, and they
Right.
started perching in the trees around me.
They got used to you. Yeah.
They got used to me being there. In the next, by the time 45 minutes, they were moving in closer.
Right.
By the time an hour had hit, or over an hour, I wasn't keeping full track of time. I know I was there for at least an hour and a half sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time that hour and a half was up, only for I was adjusting the camera a little bit, there would have been bigger birds there because they could see me moving my hand. But the little ones were used to me. They were actually pitching in the tree. Right above my head, picking at the tree net, but I couldn't move to adjust the camera and show them because then they would have all went away.
Right.
No, that was cool. That what you were able to show was really cool.
Yeah,
Over time, they relaxed and enjoyed your company.
Exactly.
If you go to the woods, and I told somebody this on another, they were on their live stream or something, and I told them this. I said, listen, I said, if you were near a wooded area, walk in until it's hard to hear anything. Sit down. Basically, sit down, shut up, and don't move.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the animals will come to you. And it's literally the first time I did it this year. Now, I've done it many times because I do hunting. But this year, I was up there and I just stood up. And I was stood up and I was ready for anything big that came. I had my gun and that with me, but I was stood there and the little birds started coming around. And the sun came out. And as the sun started coming out, some of the bigger animals started coming out.
Right. Right.
So then all of a sudden I had jays coming in around. I had robins coming in around. There were squirrels and that starting to come closer to me.
Right.
And it's just the best way to explain it will be it's just a feeling of being accepted into a new world that you didn't even know was there.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. I know if you've watched like some of my videos, I'll be like out doing things, and you'll hear me like, yeah, I hear you, bird. You know, yeah. Cause,
Well, even for me sitting here, I get them right outside the tent here.
Yep.
You know, if I'm sitting there just watching videos or whatever, they don't care about the noise. It's the movement.
The sudden movement. Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, like, you think about it, Tony, where you're to and what you're doing. Most people never get to experience that aspect of nature where nature will actually come to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I had
That's great. I love the fact that right here at this camp, I'm looking out my door here, which is a door. But I'm looking straight out into the woods here. I can't see nothing. I stick my head out all the time, you know, because I can look out and see the road up front. You know, normally when I'm set up my tent, when it was just me, because my son's here, it's set up a little different. I'm looking straight out this as a window.
Right.
And my last campsite at the beach, it was right into the woods. I mean,
oh wow.
You know, and I did a video walking right straight out from my tent. Oh, that was hardcore.
Well, it is, I got about like 5 hours left before I got to get up, but go ahead and finish, Al, that way.
Okay. One last thing before we shut down that. One thing that I might try to do for one of my future videos is I might see about getting some types of seed and see if I can't get some of them little birds to come in and pitch on my hand and eat.
Right. That'd be cool. Even if you could actually catch a video of it happening.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my camera up in a way that it's looking at it and just let it, once they start getting in close enough, I'm just going to hit the record and just let it run.
Gotcha.
And try to catch them coming and landing it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it will be. All right,
I've seen other people do it, you know, where they'll set up away from you, bird stand where you put a little bit of food on there, and you slowly just go stand closer to it, closer to it, closer to it. Over time, they will come and eat right out of your hand.
Out of your hand. Yeah.
Yep.
All
But I
right,
mean,
guys,
like,
I appreciate y'all, hanging out with me for the night, and we'll see you again. And Al, man, be safe out there on that journey. And
don't worry, I will be.
all right, and Tony, you take care. You get ready to cut out, right? So,
Yep, I gotta go as soon as we're done here and finish packing up, and then
All right.
tomorrow I leave.
well, safe travels to you, and we'll be seeing you, man.
Yeah.
All right, take care. All right, bye, guys.